Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
By the Professional Standards Unit.
Toronto police officers are being investigated after reportedly ingesting some pot edibles while on the job, and it seems they caused quite a scene. Let's go live to CTV's Tracy Tong for all the details. Tracy.
That's right, Nathan. We have now confirmed that 13 division officers are being investigated by the Professional Standards Unit after allegedly ingesting pot edibles while they were on the job over the weekend. Now, sources tell CTV News that it all happened at around 1 a.m. on Sunday morning when these two plainclothes officers were responding, or they were on duty rather, near Oakwood and Vaughan, and they were allegedly hallucinating. One officer, a male officer, had reported that he was about to pass out and that his female partner had gone off, taken off on foot. So this first officer then asked for backup from officers in a neighboring division. They responded to help, and one of those responding female officers slipped and fell, injuring her head. The Toronto Police Association does confirm that that female officer did go to hospital with a concussion but is now recovering and is okay. Now, we know that the Professional Standards Unit is investigating, and they're also reportedly looking into whether these marijuana products or these edibles were seized during a dispensary raid previously. So lots going on right now. Toronto Police Service, their spokesperson, would not say anything other than that two officers are being investigated by the Professional Standards Unit. We're going to have a full story and all those details coming up on CTV News at 6. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Tracy.
Karma. Cops steal pot edibles from dispensary, hallucinate so bad they got stuck in a tree. Two police officers who reportedly obtained marijuana edibles during a dispensary raid, tried them out while they were on the job, and called for help when they began hallucinating. By Rachel Blevins, January 31, 2018. Two police officers have been suspended after they called for backup, and the responding officer discovered that they were hallucinating from marijuana edibles which they reportedly confiscated while raiding a dispensary. CP24 reported that the officers consumed marijuana edibles while on duty, and then called for help after one of the officers ended up in a tree. The female officer who responded to the call slipped and sustained a serious head injury. In response to the incident, Toronto Police Association President Mike McCormick refused to name the individuals, but said that there was an ongoing investigation and the suspects could be charged or they could just be cleared through the investigation. All I can tell you is that there is an ongoing investigation, McCormick said. I'm not aware of the specific allegations around the investigation and I'm not going to comment or speculate until the investigation is complete. Advertisement. The officers have been identified as Vito Dominelli and Jamie Young, and CTV News reported that they were conducting plainclothes surveillance around 1 a.m. when they called for help. The officer who made the call claimed that he felt like he was going to pass out. CTV also noted that Dominelli, who has cultivated a considerable social media following by posting videos in uniform where he engages in light-hearted activities, like lip-syncing to music, has since set all of his accounts to private. While McCormick would not say that Dominelli's social media presence was connected to the investigation, he did say that he is concerned about officers giving the public the impression that they are not devoted to their jobs. I am always concerned when something belittles what we do in policing and doesn't represent us in the right light, McCormick said. I don't want the public to be under the misconception that we have a bunch of officers who have nothing to do but use social media. Both reports noted that while the department has not confirmed that the officers obtained the edibles while on the job, investigators are looking into whether they were seized during a recent dispensary raid. Brian Patterson, president of the Ontario Safety League, told the Toronto Sun that he is not surprised by the incident, and he believes it serves as an example for why everyone should be cautious before they consume marijuana edibles. That's what can happen when you digest this drug, Patterson said. I get a sense there is pressure to move these edibles onto the table quicker, and I am saying I am not sure I ever want them on the table at all. We need to get a better handle on just what these edibles are and what the effects are on people who take them. As the Free Thought Project has reported, these officers are not the only ones who seem interested in trying marijuana edibles, and they don't seem to have a problem using their badges to obtain the products. In June 2015, police officers in Santa Ana, California, were caught on surveillance cameras raiding a marijuana dispensary and stealing the merchandise. The cameras captured the officers making profane jokes to one another while they played darts and testing out the merchandise in the store. In one part of the video, an officer can be seen taking a big bite out of what appears to be a marijuana edible, before he shakes his head in satisfaction and gives the other officers a thumbs up. After entering the dispensary wearing riot gear, with guns drawn, the officers then began to make crude comments about the store's owners and guests. They even suggested assaulting one of the occupants who was a partially blind paraplegic. When a male officer asked, "Did you punch that one-legged old Benita?" a female officer responded, "I was about to kick her in her effing nub."
Stand up and turn off that radio. Keep your hands where you see them.
How'd it go? You're just the latest at Dalfield, man.
I was a little irritated today, but everything's fine now.
Did you punch that one-legged old Benita?
I was about to kick her in her fucking knob.
Is it code 4 in here? We have a step stool, that'd be great. We have a step stool, that'd be great. That's 2 of 2, right?
DVR from the back office.
DVR back office.
Did you order the food red?
Do not need a small.
Here's another one.
Take like one edible. Louis,
So go bring
the
me
girl
the
says,
what flavor? Put in one of those things.
That's like a super hit. That's like a super hit. Yeah, they get the pipe, and then they fucking mom, and they put them in. And sometimes they like these high power ones, and they fucking light it up, and they got a fucking device on the end of it.
Did you order the food red?
Do not!
I bought some of that place.
Is there any cheaper shit here? Oh, really?
And one dude came in and bought a joint. That's it.
I'm sorry, you should get that one, get a $3 they'll stuff it in there, they'll cap one end, and really cap it like PVC, it's the best way to do it. Drill a tiny hole, put a coffee filter on this one, and get butane lighter, cigar lighter, cigarette lighter, butane lighter. Fucking orange shit drip.
I would have been like, fuck you, pig.
Right.
Imagine.
Hey guys, we can take them, let's riot. Right?
There, I was there.
Okay.
Fucking 45 minutes.
Fuck you, pig.
Right.
Nugget.
The triple is a bigger
What? Hey, la feria! And looking at the reason, which he told him to come inside,
Yeah.
and he said,
He said, I don't come inside. The reason why I'm
He's going a bit more.
And cash, right? Yeah, take two. Yeah, take two had a shitload of edibles.
I didn't get a ball. That one that you just still, I didn't get it. Fire department's 97 state.
Already?
Oh, yeah. 4.
They're in the parking lot. Hey, they want to play.
9.9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you bring that last box in, or have them bring it in?
You're here. Okay, what do you need? Just one sample?
Yeah.
Okay. It needs to be resealed too?
No.
Hold on, man. Come on.
Ooh. On another envelope, write, save 2 edible sample.
Oh. Go through edibles, right? Take 4 samples.
Or I'm sorry, take 4 edible samples.
There you go.
Do it again.
Is it like I can try it, or?
Yeah. Fire here, watch your mouth.
Did we find take 2?
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.